Alrighty, got another game here with Omnath again. It's pretty late, but I'm just playing and recording a couple games. Up against L Hours, or Lures, or whatever, with Geist of St. Taft. Mono green is actually pretty insane against this guy, I think, because he sucks at attacking with lots of creatures in play. And one thing mono green does well is put out guys. Unfortunately, he goes first. And he plays Halimar Depths, which, as we know, means that the next turn will involve either Soul Ring or Mana Crypt 100% of the time, it seems. I play with this card in my Azami deck, although I think I just cut it. It never seems to give me Soul Ring or Mana Crypt, but my opponents, different story. I have an awesome draw. Tons of ramp, very, very fast ramp, Sword, this guy for tutoring, and Garrick. Can't really ask for much more besides getting really degenerate Soul Ring Mana Crypt draws too. This guy's like a Soul Ring anyway. Just a turn later. So he goes Plains and Mana Crypt, of course. Thanks to Halimar Depths. It's like Fabricate. Or actually, yes, it's like Enlightened Tutor for one of those two cards. Geist out. Oh, and Mana Vault too. Might as well. Alright, Terastodon, interesting. Never bad, especially with a draw that's so mana heavy. So I'm going to level up and play the Fauna Shaman. The reason I'm playing Fauna Shaman over the two elves is because I kind of want him to... I don't want to start just taking tons of damage if I can avoid it. And it's kind of a diversionary thing, plus being able to tutor next turn for a... and depending on what I draw, if I draw lucky and get a artifact of my own, then I can put out Acidic Slime and kill off the Mana Crypt. But it's also good, of course, as a blocker. It might discourage him from attacking. So he plays a land, casts Brainstorm. Done. Good job, Fauna Shaman. You did your duty. Alright, come on. We need a land right here just to really get things going. Raphellos. Not bad. Almost better than a land, actually. Arbor Elf. Mystic. Raphellos. I'm a little concerned about possibly Wrath of God. Seems like it's good in Geist of St. Taft decks because it forces your opponent, this creature sort of forces your opponent to commit a lot of blockers. And you can just wrath them away. But I've got a ton of mana next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, Big Papa's hungry. Wants to smash some permanents. And of course this is like Mondo Insano combo. Draw 9 for 5. And thanks to his Brainstorm, he has Temporal Mastery in hand. Kind of awful. Plays a land, casts Fabricate, and I'm thinking, like, what the hell is he going to get? And then it dawns on me, it's very likely he's probably playing with it, and sure enough, Jitte. Brutal. He equips, and then astonishingly just says go. Even though he has the ability to attack, blow up, I don't know, Raphellos and an elf, and then recast his Geist. I'm really sort of stunned by his lack of an attack here. But it's... oh, he might as well have Darksteel Plate to make his guy invincible with the Jitte. So I am in deep shit right here. Jitte and Plate. Killing my mana guys. I lose them both right now. Fortunately, he uses both of the counters, and that's going to matter a lot next turn. He's got 2 blue open also. So he's showing even a counter spell, but I mean, it's not like I can really do anything. And then he scries, which is kind of nice. Not even bluffing a counter. But I guess if you're not playing with counters, you probably don't... you're not in the habit of bluffing. So I'm thinking, well, if I draw a forest here, then I can... that's a total of 6. So I can use Fauna Shaman, throwing away Terastodon, and I can get Acidic Slime or the 4-4 guy. I'd probably get the 4-4 guy, though, because he can just block Geist of St. Taft all day long and kill the Jitte. We'd be in better shape. My deck delivers Regrowth. Not really what you want. So, desperate times, call for desperate measures. Scrib Ranger. Humble Scrib Ranger with Pro Geist of St. Taft. And that's awesome too, actually, because it's totally for free. We actually have quite a bit of mana, and I can play Omnath. In case he's got some... I love the fact that Scrib Ranger doubles up on this too also, so I can actually add even more mana during my next turn. You had the option of playing like the Sword or something and equipping, but I didn't really see the point of that. I really wanted more mana available next turn to potentially do some shenanigans with Regrowth and Terastodon. That was actually my main motivation here. So, keeping with the theme of obnoxious artifacts that are pretty good with Geist of St. Taft. Wait, what? Ancient Den? Oh, that's not what he played. He played the Sword of Vengeance. That's why he's tapping all this mana. He did not play an Ancient Den. He played Sword of Vengeance to trample over the Scrib Ranger. But I don't even think... So I just added some mana. You notice I'm getting trampled here. He gets Jitte counters. And he killed off... Immediately actually killed off the Fauna Shaman. It's just weird that it's still letting me keep the replay going, or it's unhappy now. Dang, this is an awesome game. But what ultimately happened was I had enough mana, thanks to the Omnath floating and Scrib Ranger untapping Jiraga on his turn. I played another land, and I was able to make a total of 11, actually. So I regrew Terastodon and cast it, destroyed the sword and the Jitte and his lone plains. He did not have Ancient Den in play. And gave him some elephants, and on his turn he cast a Muldrifter, drew 2, and didn't get any land. And on my turn I played Garrick and drew 9 cards immediately off of the... I don't know, I did a bunch of other cool plays later on too. But I drew 9 cards off of the Terastodon. Didn't really get anything of consequence, but I did get Gaia's Cradle. And next turn he fetched a plane, or that's right, he got a plains, he cast Solemn Simulacrum, fetched a plains, because I killed off the one of his plains with Terastodon, so he had no white. But he got another plains with Solemn Simulacrum, and then he used his Teleria West, which he transmuted to go get a Reflecting Pool. And I thought that was quite greedy that he didn't get another source of white. And on my turn, I hadn't played the Cradle yet, but I tapped Tree Speaker in a forest and one other land, I think, yeah, Llanowar Elf, actually, to cast Oracle. And off of Nate's suggestion, he was actually watching the game before I did anything else. And sure enough, a Strip Mine flips off the top. And so I played the Strip Mine to kill his one source of white, turning off the Reflecting Pool. And I have Natural Order in my hand. I'm about to go get Natural Order for the Sylvan Primordial to forever block the Angels and destroy his Mana Crypt. And my opponent scoops it up after that incredible start by him. Anyway, it was a cool game. Hopefully my description will give you the gist of it. Not quite as good as actually watching it unfold, but I do win the game, and I will fast forward until my opponent concedes. So we probably have a few more turns here. Stupid bug games. Blah, blah, blah. More time going on the clock here. Big chunks of time. There it goes. Turn 7 is when it ended. But kind of funny to go from this state to victory. But that's how it unfolded. More replays to come. Hopefully they won't bug out. See you later.